Well, it's Sunday night, so let's get right. It's a QRP SSB kind of night. We'll see how low you can go. It's QRP SSB with GSM and KLB. QRP SSB on Sunday night. For the finest net on Sunday night, it's QRP SSB with GSM and KLB. QRP SSB on Sunday night.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the QRP Single Sideband Net, where you are the stars of the show. We appreciate everybody stopping by, and thanks everybody for participating tonight. Tonight's awesome introduction was provided to you by our good friend Jim, Kilo Delta 9 Victor Alpha November out of Illinois. That was an awesome job of the old Martha White theme song from, I think it was the Grand Ole Opry there, so Grand Ole Opry. Nice job, Jim. Great parody of that song. Fine job. And we like to encourage anyone out there who would like to share their musical talents with us and be featured on the intro to the net. Send us your 1-minute audio MP3 or video recording, and we'll use it on the live stream. So let's go. My name is Kevin, Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo, and I'll be one of your net controllers. Along with me tonight is Steve out in the horse barn of South Carolina. His call sign is Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike. And before I go any further, let me just double check and make sure the audio on the live stream is going out. Stand by 1 second. Okay, that looks good. All right, everybody's welcome. You're not required to check in with QRP Power. You can feel free to use whatever power you need to give us a call and get on the log. After that, we'll work with you to decrease your power and see how low you can go. However, we do begin our session asking for QRP stations 10 watts or less. So if you want to get on the log early, drop your power and give us a call. We are live streaming this session on our YouTube channel called the QRP Net Live Stream. Feel free to, you can find tonight's live stream there and right along. You can also go to my QRZ page for Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo and find more information about the QRP net there. We do use NetLogger as our main logging software. If you're a NetLogger user, you can use it to ride along and see all the stations that have checked in. We also post the YouTube live stream link on the NetLogger AIM chat room, so you can just click on the link there and it'll take you right into the live stream. One thing is Steve and I do not log the calls on the net, so if you wish a QRZ confirmation, let us know during the QSO and we will log the time and the frequency, and we'll enter that after the net's over, and then we'll get a gold star for that. And that's all I have. Steve, how are you tonight? Welcome back. Do you have any words of wisdom or anything going on out there tonight? Over.
No, but I really enjoyed the banjo intro. Jim did an awesome job. That's the old Opry song that Flatt and Scruggs. The music was "You Bake Right" with Martha White, Self-Rising Flower. Got hot rise. And thank you for that, Jim. Other than that, I'm glad to be back. We had a pretty bad week last week, and we had to say goodbye to the horse, to Millie. And so the horse barn is no more. It is now the secure compound. We won't be talking about horses anymore. It is now the secure compound. So I'll send it back to you, Kevin. K0KLB from KO4GSM. Back to you, buddy.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, we were all heartbroken to hear about Millie, and I'm sure that she'll be missed, but she's no longer in any pain, so she's probably in a better place now. So, all right, with that, we'll go ahead and get started here. This is Kilo Zero Kilo Lima Bravo. I'm going to bring up NetLogger and get ready to roll here. We'll go ahead and start by asking for QRP stations 10 watts or less. Come with your call sign now. Okay, Golf November Echo standby, and there was a Kilo Echo 4, I believe, in there. Come in.
Kilo Echo 4, Golf Tango, Quebec. Kilo Echo 4, Golf Tango, Quebec.
Kilo Echo 4, Golf Tango, Quebec. Good evening, Russell. How are you tonight?
Hey, Kevin, doing great, doing great. Man, it's been hot here in the Carolinas. We had our ham fest this past weekend, and man, it was over 100 degrees, but we withstood it, and it's over now, so it's all good to go. Back to you, Kevin.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, we actually had a cool down here. We had them northern Canada winds blowing some cool, dry air, and it got down into the just right around 40 degrees one morning, so it was a welcome change, and fall's on its way here. You got a good signal tonight there, Russell. You're about a 5,353. How many watts, and what's your antenna? Over.
Okay, my power right now is 10 whiskey on my end-fed half-wave antenna, and 10 watts at this time.
QSL 10 watts is sounding pretty good. It's a little weak tonight, but that could be just propagation. You want to try and go to 5, over? I hear voice print. I'm not sure. I don't know if you went to 0 or not, but I just hear voice print. I can't pull out what you're saying there, Russell.
Okay, Kevin, we're at 5 whiskeys on this transmission. I don't think we're going to get to the 0 tonight.
QSL, about a 5, S1 to S2 on the 5 whiskey, over.
QSL, you want me to try it one more time at 0?
Go to 1. Try 1, over.
QSL, this is 1 whiskey, Kevin, 1 whiskey.
Yeah, still an S1. I heard every word. Go to 0 on now.
Okay, 0 on the 7300.
There you go. You made it that time. We just had to wait for the band to swing around for us a little, over. You have to bring your power back up, Russell, for a little bit.
KO4GSM. I've got that on my bucket list, but we'll have to have some other type of propagation for sure. 73's, Kevin. Enjoyed it. K0KLB, K4GTQ. Be clear after yours.
QSL, Russell, thanks for stopping by. A little bit of QSB on that last transmission. You dropped down about to S1 and then kind of came back up. So got a little slow up and down tonight, but good job on your half a watt. You made it to Iowa. Good clear audio and signal. We appreciate you stopping by. That was Russell out in North Carolina, Kilo Echo 4, Golf Tango, Quebec, half a watt to Iowa. We'll say 7-3 and break with Russell. And there was a Golf November Echo station. Come on in.
Kilo 4, Golf November Echo.
Kilo 4, Golf November Echo. Good evening, Gene. How are you tonight?
Doing all right. You're fading a bit, but I'm on the SDX tonight, and so I'm running about 3.2 watts right now. Over.
Copy the 3.2 watts on the SDX radio tonight. I could tell you were on a different radio there. What's your antenna, Gene?
It's a 20-meter dipole, about 50 feet.
Okay, 20-meter dipole, 50 feet. All right, well, you're making the trip. Do you want to try and go lower, over?
Yeah, I'll give it a try in a second here. I tried to get to, I don't know if you remember, I tried to get to
Okay, go ahead. The QSB's dropped you down a little bit there, so give it a try. Over. I heard your call sign. What's your power? Over.
About 1 watt right now.
Okay, I heard every word on the 1 watt, Gene. Keep going lower if you can. All right, I heard your call sign. What's your power on that last transmission? 800, 0.8 of a watt, 800 milliwatts. Over. Okay, I'm copying every word on that so far. Try and go lower if you can. I wasn't able to pull out that last transmission. Try again. I hear you there, Gene. I just can't quite make out what you're saying. Over. Yeah, just it's too low. I can't quite pull it out. I hear you now. I got you back now. Bring your power back up to the 3.5 watts, and so we can hear you there. Over.
Roger that. K0KLM, K4TNE.
Roger, Gene. Hey, good job. I got you at your 800 milliwatts, and then you went below that, and I just couldn't pull out what you were saying. Over. I heard you there. I just couldn't pull it out. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I'm getting you anywhere from S3 to S6, so we're back and forth, but it sounds good. Hey, thanks for picking me up, Kevin. It's always fun, and appreciate you doing it. Over.
Roger. Well, thanks for stopping by. You're an S3 on that last transmission. When you were down to 800 milliwatts, you weren't moving my needle much there. So, but you're an S3 now with good audio, good signal. It's a little rough on the audio, but that's just that radio, I suppose. So, otherwise, thanks, Gene. Great to hear from you. And you must be back home in Virginia then. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Oh, by the way, the night I couldn't do either USB, what's his name from down here? Boy, my mind just went blank. He came in loud and talking to you, but I couldn't really get you guys. Anyway, thanks again.
You bet. Thanks again, Gene. That might have been Bill out there. Might have been working with you there. But all right, Gene, we'll say 7-3, and have a great night. That was Kilo 4 Golf November Echo. Gene out of Virginia, 800 milliwatts on his, I think it's a USDX radio out there. And we'll say 7-3, and I'll take one more call before I hand it out to Steve, K0KLB for the QRP Net. Come with your call sign now, 10 watts or less.
4 November Delta Kilo, Whiskey 4 ADK. Mike.
Okay, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. I heard you in there, Nate. Come on in.
Okay, that's 8 watts, 8 watts.
8 watts, S3. Good audio, good signal. Over.
Thanks very much. 5 watts.
Still the same. Good audio, good signal. What's your radio and what's your antenna tonight? Over.
This is the mystery dipole that gets out good to you, and the FCDX10 within the home QTA shack.
Roger, copy that. I copied every word on your 5 Whiskey. Go lower. Over.
About as low as I can go on the Yaesu, but I can try the doublet antenna.
Okay, go ahead. You're about an S3 right now. Yeah, it dropped down to about an S1, barely an S1 on that. Over.
Okay, well, that's strange, but it just skips right over you. I'm now on the the dipole again. Thanks very much. Good to get into the net, Kevin, and enjoy the banjo music. I got some good friends that are banjo players, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, he did an awesome job, and great parody for the SSB Net. That was just great. And you're between the antennas, it's about 2S levels difference on the two antennas there. So definitely the mystery antenna does a lot better coming into Iowa anyway. Thanks, Nate, for your 5 whiskey out of North Carolina. We'll say 7-3 over.
Hey, have fun, and appreciate the net. And hello to Steve.
You bet. I'll pass along. Steve, Kilo, this is K0KLB. That was Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, Nate in North Carolina, 5 watts to Iowa. And my 15 minutes is up. I got to hand it off to Steve because we like to try and rotate every 15 minutes and give him a chance. So, KO4 GSM, okay, take her away there, buddy.
Okay, Kevin. Yeah. Looking over here in the chat room, they were talking about me attending a KISS concert. I'm probably the only steel guitarist that's ever attended a KISS concert. And no, I don't hang my head in shame. Matter of fact, I will wear my KISS concert T-shirt out and play Western swing music. That always goes over really good in the country nightclubs. All right, this is KO4 GSM looking for your call sign for the QRP single sideband net. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Echo Charlie Oscar.
Charlie Whiskey.
November 9, X-ray Romeo Tango.
Okay, there was a whole big pile up there. I got a Victor Alpha 3 station. Let's try to space it out a little bit. The Victor Alpha 3 station, come again with your call.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Charlie Oscar, 5 watts. Chris here.
Okay, Chris, you got a great signal here into South Carolina on your 5 watts. Can you go lower?
Yeah, I just got my attenuator, Steve. Here I go down to 1 watt.
Is this the attenuator you've been waiting on for like 8 months?
Steve, how you talking?
I'm sorry I doubled with you. Is this the attenuator that took 8 months and it came over on a mule wagon?
That is entirely correct.
Well, it's doing a good job. You're on 1 watt now?
Yeah, I can go lower now, too. I can go down to a little under half a watt. You want me to try?
Well, you're 5.6 right now.
Oh, shoot, I should have got a bigger attenuator. Here I go down to there we go, about 450 milliwatts, half a watt.
Yep, you're 5.5, 55, and I don't even have the beam pointed at you.
Oh, shoot, I should have bought a bigger attenuator.
Is that as low as you can go?
It is until I get another one hooked up. I might try that later on. Hey, what do I need for disco lights? Half a watt?
Oh, yeah, you got the lights going out there now. Hey, I'd go ahead, as soon as you get off the air here, I'd go ahead and place your order. That way you could check in with us next year.
I like that, Steve. Thanks very much. 73, VA3 ECO, half a watt.
Man, I appreciate that. That's Victor Echo 3, is that correct?
Negative. Victor America 3, Echo Charlie Oscar.
Yeah, I thought that's what I wrote down, but I was afraid I'd wrote it wrong. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Charlie Oscar. Hey, man, thanks for coming in, and Chris, you're doing a great job, and get that thing ordered as soon as possible.
Roger. 73, Steve, VA3 ECO clear.
7-3. All right, there was another station ended in November Romeo Tango. Come now.
November 9, X-ray, Romeo Tango.
November 9, X-ray, Romeo Tango. Come on in.
FT817, it's a 29-foot vertical at 5 watts.
Well, you're, let's see, and I'm pointed right at you. Give me one more round of audio. You faded a little bit.
5 watts.
Yep, you're about a 33 here in South Carolina. And you said you were on, did you say 5 whiskey?
5 watts QSL.
There you came back up. Now you're 5.5. Got a little QS Baker going on tonight, Roger.
Roger.
Try to drop it down, Mike. Try to drop it down to 1 watt. Let me see if I can hear you. Yep, you're right there on the edge of my noise, but I got your 1 watt. You're about a 3, an S3 on the meter. Can you go lower than 1?
Okay, I'm at a half watt now, half watt.
Yep, no change, and I got your half a watt. So that brings on the light out there in the cornfield, Roger.
Roger, first timer here, thanks a lot.
Hey, Mike, thanks for coming by and checking in with us tonight, getting in here on a half a watt, doing a great job. And we'll say 7-3, and there was a couple other stations in there. I did hear earlier, Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie India Kilo. You still out there? Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie India Kilo. You still out there, Joe? Okay, nothing heard. Let's try again. If you're out there and want to get on the log, the QRP single sideband net, come now.
Kilo Charlie 5.
All right, try to spread them out. I heard this Kilo Charlie 5. Give me your suffix real quick.
Delta Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, stand by. And who else was in there?
Whiskey 5.
N9 KJN.
All right, I heard a Whiskey 5 station. Come with your call.
Whiskey 5 Lima, Charlie Whiskey.
Whiskey 5 Lima, Charlie Whiskey. And then there was a November 9 station.
N9 KJN, November 9, Kilo Juliet, November.
Awesome, guys. Thanks. All right, let me jump back. Kilo Charlie 5, Delta Charlie Foxtrot. Come on in.
QSL, name here is Shannon, and I'm running 5 watt out of Central Arkansas Alpha Romeo. Y'all got a really, really good signal here. I just happened to stumble across John. You said to saw y'all's live, so you just thought I'd come up and give it a shot.
Roger, Roger. Well, you were 5.7 when you first came in, and then you faded down to a 5.4. So we got a little bit of QS Baker going on. But other than that, you've got a pretty good signal for what's going on, Roger.
Roger. Just inset halfway by. Did a little tweaking on out in the backyard when up in a pine tree. So just doing what I needed to do, I guess.
Hey, Shannon, how much lower can you go?
5 watts as low as I can go. I'm on a 991A.
I got one of them. I wish they would make that radio go down to 1 watt. That would be a big seller, but evidently not. Hey, man, thanks for coming by, Shannon. Anything else we can do for you?
No, sir. I just saw y'all on the deal and thought I'd give it a shot, and lo and behold, I've really been playing with 5 watts a lot here lately and enjoying the QRP part.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and when the propagation's good, it's amazing what you can do with low wattage. Hey, Shannon, thanks for coming by and checking in out of Arkansas, and we'll break with you. That's Kilo Charlie 5, Delta Charlie Foxtrot, and I'm going to pick up the Whiskey 5, Lima Charlie Whiskey. Come on in.
Oh, good evening, Steve. It's John in Oklahoma. First time I've been able to get to hear anybody, actually, in about the last 4 weeks. So glad to get in tonight. How's my signal?
You're about a 5.6 out here, John. Got a pretty good signal, Roger.
Roger that. I've got you at the normal 10 over. Decided to upgrade the old X6100 today and take it back for a test drive. Sounds like it's going pretty good. I'm on 5 watts, 5 whiskey.
Well, you're 5.6 to 5.7 right now, and I got the beam pointed at you over there in Oklahoma, Roger.
Roger that. That's why your signal came up, sounds like. I'm going to take her down to 1. How's that sound?
All right, standing by.
All right, Steve, 1 watt, 1 whiskey.
Yep, I got you. You're about a S3 on the meter. S3 on the meter, maybe a little bit over, but you're right there above my noise, Roger.
Roger that. I'm actually at 0.9 whiskey.
Say that again, John.
0.9, 9/10 of a watt.
Okay, I got your 9/10 of a watt, and you're still about an S3, Roger.
Roger that. I'm going to come going back out.
Well, that turned on the light. That's all you needed was that 10th. That 10th below 1 watt, and that brought the light out on in Iowa.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of proud of this little X6100. When it's going, it goes good.
Roger, roger. Hey, man, anything else we can do for you tonight? Thanks for coming by and checking in.
Well, I appreciate it. 73 to everybody. I really enjoy watching the live stream and being involved with the chat. And hopefully one of these days, conditions will be a lot better, and we can do this in everybody's 5 9.
Roger, roger. Hey, John, thanks again for coming by. That's Whiskey 5, Lima Charlie Whiskey out there in Oklahoma, and we're going to break with him. And there was a November 9, Kilo Juliet November. Come on in, Norm.
N9KJF, I have you, Steve, but I only have you at like 5 with the 2 and 10 watts, 10 whiskey, as low as I can go.
Well, hey, can you copy me? Am I any better now?
QSL, N9KJF.
Yeah, you're 5.7 to 5.8 here. Good, strong signal. I was pointed over there at Oklahoma, so I had to swing her around to Illinois, Roger.
QSL, yeah, I got you now, like 5.7.
Well, you're 5.7 to 5.8 here. Is that as low as you can go?
QSL, 10 whiskey is as low as I can go.
Well, you're doing a good job. You're 5.7 to 5.8 with really good audio down here into South Carolina, Norman.
Well, thank you very much, 73. You have fun on the net.
Yep, and go back and check the live stream. I think you'll be pretty happy with your audio there. Got really good audio. So we'll break with November 9, Kilo Juliet November. And with that, I think my time is up, and it's time to send it back out to the cornfield to K0 KLB. Back to you, Kevin.
QSL, this is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP Net. Good run there. Holy smokes, we got a lot of half or less than a watt stations out there tonight. Good propagation and good signals. Good job, everybody. This is K0 KLB. I'll continue taking QRP stations, 10 watts or less. Come with your call sign now.
Delta 3 India.
Okay, I got a couple of you there. 3 India standby. Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo, come on in.
How you doing there, Kevin? Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilowatt. Kevin, I got you a 5.6 56 here, and I'm running 5 watts. Over.
Roger, 5 watts. S3. What's your antenna tonight, Steve?
Oh, it's the beam, and it's pointing at you.
Okay, well, you're making the trip. You want to try and go lower? Go ahead.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll swing it right to the bottom. Stand by.
Okay, we can try it. Go for it. Boy, I just barely heard you there. I heard you say 0% on the was it on the 705 over? Bring it up to 5%. At least give me a half a watt over. Okay, I got your half a watt. Heard every word. Good, clear audio. Go down to 2 watts. 200 milliwatts. Sorry, 200 milliwatts. Go. $200 milliwatts. Okay, just barely hear you there. So bring it up to 3. Bring it up to 3. Yeah, I got a good clear. I could hear every word on the 300 milliwatts. 200's just not quite. Can't quite pull it all out there. But the 300 milliwatts, I got you. Over. Steve, you're going to bring your power back up because I can't quite pull you out of the noise now.
Oh, we went right to the top. All 10 watts, over.
All right, you're throwing the radio at me. Good job. Yeah, the 300 milliwatts, I copied you. A little bit of QSB there on that other transmission, but now I got you good and loud and clear. Over.
QSL, well, thanks a lot, Kevin, for the contact the other day. And apparently I didn't get enough contacts today. I was out today, did 5 parts and 195 contacts. So I had a busy day. Over.
Wow, I guess so. Was that all QRP or were you QRO?
No, QRO.
Okay, well, I know propagation was pretty good today because I was hearing a lot of stations out there. So good job, and thanks for activating, and thanks for the contact the other day as well. Over.
QSL, and thanks a lot there, Kevin. We'll catch you later. Hello there, Steve. I know you can copy me there, so have yourselves a great evening, and 7-3.
QSL, thanks, Steve. That was Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo out in Nova Scotia, coming into Iowa on 300 milliwatts. We'll break with you and say 7-3, and there was a Alpha Delta 3 India. Come on in.
Alpha Delta 3 India, present accounted for, sir, 5 watts, South Carolina, infed halfway. How copy?
QSL, NFED halfway, 5 watts out of South Carolina. Good job. I copied every word, Vicki, about an S3. Can you go lower or not?
I haven't figured out how to do that yet on the SPDX10, but I wanted to give a big old shout out to Steve in South Carolina, but Steve in Nova Scotia. I heard Steve in Nova Scotia on his 300 milliwatts, clear as a bell. Roger?
Roger. Steve, Vicki heard you in South Carolina. Great audio on your 300 milliwatts. Good deal. All right, Vicki, you want to turn your power up and give us a report on the stem? Over?
Roger on the stem. I'll take every moment. We have 28 kids signed up for this coming Saturday. I don't know if we're going to be able to handle all of them or if we're going to have to split it up. But we're taking these kids, a lot of them, on their first air flight in a private plane after a little bit of kicking of the tires and stuff. And I got some fired up kids. I had a volunteer from a local ham that'll be calling on the radio using November 4 Tango Victor as the call sign. Roger?
Roger. November 4 Tango Victor. That's your STEM club sign. Roger?
That is a confirmed, yes, sir, QSL. Roger. 10-4 Rubby Ducky. Yes, sir, that is it. And we are fired up for it. We're planning on a Pico balloon launch probably in October, early October. We'll keep you posted. Roger.
All right, sounds great. So anybody who wants to check out the current status of all the activities for the kids, they can go to November 4 Tango Victor. Roger?
That is a Roger. There's also a website, stemarc.org. STEM, ARC, stands for STEM Amateur Radio Club.org. And we've got several cool nets coming up. We're going to do a multilingual youth net on the 19th. We've got kids that speak very kind of unique languages, and they're going to all say the same phrase. So that's going to be a blast on the 19th. Thank you, Ken. Howdy, Steve. 73 all.
QSL, Vicki, great job working with all those youth out there and getting them involved in ham radio and other STEM activities. Thanks for that, and we appreciate that. And anybody that's got any ham radio operators on the net tonight that's got kids, and Vicki does a great job working with them. And check out her Facebook group and website, and for more information about that and how you can get involved with her group too. Thanks, Vicki. That was Alpha Delta 3 India. We'll say 7-3, and I'm going to continue taking QRP 10 watts or less stations. Come with your call sign now.
Kilo November 4 Delta Yankee. Kilo Bravo 4 X-ray Tango.
Okay, Kilo Bravo 4 X-ray Tango, stand by, and there was a Kilo November station ahead of you. Go ahead.
Kilo November 4 Delta Yankee.
Kilo November 4 Delta Yankee. Randall in Georgia. Come on in, Randall. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. Just chilling out, watching some football.
All right, great job. You're S757 into Iowa. What's your antenna and power? Over.
I'm running a vertical antenna on the back of the houseboat, and I'm running 60 watts right now.
All right, 60 watts. You want to drop her down to 20, and we'll see if we can hear you?
That's 20 watts right there, 20 watts.
S5, 55, good audio, good signal. Go to 10.
There's 10 on the 10 watts, good watts, 15991.
All right, still an S3, S3. Go to 5 Whiskey, 5 watts, and we'll see if we can hear you.
I just got the noise on my phone, said you disappeared, but I'm still at 10. I'll move it down to 5.
Okay, we're listening. Go ahead.
And I think that's as low as I can go on this ST991.
Yep, Roger, Roger. You're still an S3, S3. Good audio, good signal on 5 watts out of Georgia to Iowa, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Hey, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I just got this at the Huntsville Hamfest, and very happy with this radio.
Yeah, and your antenna's doing a fine job, too, there. So I wouldn't complain. Sounds like you got things working for you.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I don't know. Something just happened to your audio. I mean, you were perfect for the last 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden I got some kind of crap coming in on top of you.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Maybe just propagation changing a little bit on us there. Who knows? But all right. Well, thanks, Randall, for stopping by. Great to hear from you on your 5 watts. Over.
Roger, Kevin. Glad to catch you again on the air and catch you out in the field one of these days again.
Roger, Roger. Well, be sure you check your audio out on the live stream, QRP Net live stream. Again, everybody that's listening on the radio, we are live streaming on YouTube called QRP Net live stream. You can check us out there. And for those of you that have checked in already and are on the log, you can hear your audio there and see what you sound like at QRP Power. All right, this is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. We'll break with Randall in Georgia, Kilo November 4 Delta Yankee, say 7-3, and there is a Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Tango. Come on in.
Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Tango, 10 watts right now, 10 watts.
Good evening, Ken. 10 watts. I believe you're probably on your hex beam, 55, good audio, good signal, Ken.
Roger, Roger. I'm down to 5 watts, over.
Still a 5, no change on that 5 watts.
Okay, this is 1 watt.
Still an S3 to S4 on 1 Whiskey. Great audio.
Okay, hold on. Half a watt.
Yeah, half a watt. Still an S3 on 500 milliwatts. Go lower.
Hold on. This is 100 milliwatts, over.
Yep, I heard every word on the 100 milliwatts. Around an S1, I'd give it an S1 on that, Ken.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is 50 milliwatts, over.
All right, I still heard every word on your 50 milliwatts. Still coming in loud and clear on this end. It's an easy copy on this end so far, over. QSL, Ken, I heard you can't go lower, but I copied most of that last transmission. A little bit of noise knocked out once in a while, but otherwise on your 50 milliwatts, good transmission to Iowa. Bring your power back up there, Ken, and we'll close it out, over.
Okay, we're back to 5 watts.
All right, well, good job. Make sure you listen to your audio on the QRP Net live stream there, and thanks for stopping by. Great to hear from you, Ken.
Good to hear you, too, and
7-3. Hey, I made some adjustments on my antenna over the week, and I'm hoping I didn't create any notches where I don't want them. So hopefully, I guess you're still hearing me down there. So apparently, I didn't screw anything up to the south there, Roger. Okay, we'll break with Ken. That was Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Tango. Let's see, 50 milliwatts to Iowa out of Alabama. And let's see, I think that was on my end of my list there. I'll take another round of calls. This is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. We're looking for QRP 10 watts or less stations. Come with your call sign now.
Okay.
Okay, there was a Victor Golf Station standby, Whiskey 8 standby, and there was a Kilo Charlie station. Come on in. Kilo Charlie 1, Sierra Delta Sierra. Robert in New Hampshire, come on in. How are you tonight?
Hey, what's going on? I actually was just moving around on YouTube and happened to see you guys, and it's like, oh, let me see if I can hear them and if I can get to them. I'm on my SPX10, but I've got it dialed out to 10 watts right now.
Okay, and I copy your 10 watts just above my noise there, about an S3 on this end, but I heard every word and could hear it, copied every word. And what antenna are you using, Robert?
Right now, I'm hooked up to a Nelson NFED.
Roger, I heard Nelson NFED half wave. All right, well, you're at 10 watts. You want to try 5 watts? Let's see if we can hear you. Okay, we're listening. All right, I heard your 5 watts. I could hear every word and was able to copy it. You want to try, can you go lower than 5, over?
No, I just tried to dial it down. I'm maxed out at a minimum 5 watts.
Okay, copy that, and I heard every word on that last transmission. So your 5 watts out of New Hampshire is making the trip to Iowa tonight there. Good job, over.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm at 5 watts, and I'm getting through, and I'm getting shot at
Roger, I think I copied 5.6. Yeah, the noise and a little bit of QSB is taking you out there towards the end. Bring your power back up to 10, and we'll close it out there, Robert. Okay, yeah, it's just the band's going up and down. I'm kind of losing you a little bit, too, there. So thanks for stopping by, Robert, and great to hear from you. And check back with us again next week. We'll be here next Sunday. Over.
Sounds good. I'm shooting my bumped up to 50 watts just to close it out here. Hey, thanks for letting me call in, and appreciate you guys. 7-3, have a good one.
You bet, 7-3. You're 5-3, 53 on that last transmission. All right, that was Kilo Charlie 1, Sierra Delta Sierra. Robert out of New Hampshire, 5 watts to Iowa. We'll break with you, say 7-3. And let's see, on my list I had a Whiskey 8 station. Whiskey 8, come on in.
Whiskey 8, Golf Victor, 10 watts. I'll copy, Kevin.
QSL, Jerry, on your 10 watts out of Florida. You're about a S3 to 5 there, or excuse me, S4 to 5 on my meter here. Over.
Okay, I got down to 5 watts. I got a little QRP. I got down to 5 whiskey now. 5 whiskey.
Roger, 5-3, S3, heard every word. What antenna are you on tonight, Jerry?
I'm on the X-Beam, Kevin. The X-Beam pointed north. My rotor is but I'm on the X-Beam pointed north. And I'm at 1 watt, Kevin.
Okay, you're on the hex beam pointing north, and you're at 1 watt, and I heard every word. Over. Okay, I heard a half a watt on your ICOM 7300 over into Iowa, Roger.
Hey, good deal. Yeah, you were a little bit light. I'm up to 10 watts again. You were a little bit light, but the gray line's just going by me right now, too, so that's maybe helping a little bit. I don't know. And I could hear Steve, but he didn't want to turn that big antenna down to the south. So, anyways, thanks for getting me on the log, Kevin. I'm going to ride along for the rest of the net. Over.
Roger, Roger. Well, thanks, Jerry. Great to hear from you out of Florida. And I can tell that apparently my antenna changes that I made didn't affect Florida anyway, or we hope anyway. So thanks for hearing me, and thanks for getting on the net. We appreciate your 500 milliwatts coming into Iowa. That was Whiskey 8 Golf Victor. We'll say 7-3. And there was I think it was a Victor Golf station. Was there a Victor Golf? Was there a station ending in Victor Golf? November 4, November Victor Golf. Jerry in North Carolina, over.
Roger, Kevin. Maximum operating remote. Your radio is located in Virginia.
Okay, I copied your operating remote. Your radio is in Virginia. And what's your power and antenna up there? Over.
Running 10 watts, 10 Whiskey. The antenna is an off-center fed dipole at about 35 feet. Over.
Roger, roger. It's about a 5.3 S3 on my meter on this end. Can you easily take it to 5 watts, or is that too much of a hassle? Over.
Just got to turn the button up. Turn the knob. Hang on 1 second.
Okay, we're watching. Go ahead.
N4 NPG is 5 watts. How copy, Kevin?
Yep, still between an S2 and an S3. Heard and copied every word. Good copy. Can you go lower?
Roger. On my way to 1,000 kilowatts.
Okay, try one. If you can go to 1 watt, go to 1 watt first. Okay, I heard you say 1 watt. Just real light, real light. If you can go lower, let's try it and see if we can hear it. Okay, copied. 1 watt's as low as you can go. So I did hear that last transmission, and your 1 watt's making it from Virginia to Iowa remote. Over.
Roger, roger. Well, I'm back to 10 watts, and I appreciate the report and appreciate what you and Steve are doing.
QSL, well, we thank you for stopping by and playing ham radio QRP with us. It's always a lot of fun. I think Steve and I enjoy it more than you guys do, because we just love trying to get stations worked down to QRP level and see how low we can go. It's just a good entertainment for us on a Sunday night. So thanks, Jerry, for stopping by. We appreciate it, and hopefully we'll hear from you again, and we'll say 7-3, over. QSL 7-3, Jeffrey. All right, that was November 4, November Victor Golf. Remote, he's in North Carolina, but his remote station's in Virginia, making the trip to Iowa on 1 watt. We'll say 7-3. With that, I'm going to hand it off to Steve. If you're ready, Steve, take it away. Over.
Well, Kevin, you are starting to fade a little bit. Starting to fade on me. I just really got a weak copy on you. But Jerry, whose rotor is broke, and I don't know where he's pointing at, but he was coming in on the back of the beam at 0%, and it's just crazy. I was pointed at there in Iowa, and he was coming in on the back of the beam. So anyway, hopefully I'm going to swing this thing to the northeast real quick, because we got some folks over that way. Mr. Don and Mike's over that way, and hopefully me getting over here towards about 35, 40 degrees, they'll hear me. November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo. You in there, Mike?
QSL, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo. Roger, roger, Steve.
Yeah, I got you, man. 5-7 down here right now, Mike.
Roger that. I am running 10 watts from my back deck. I am using a quarter-wave vertical with a single elevated radio that's going southwest, and I'll drop this power down to 5 watts for the next transmission. QSL?
Oh, yeah, QSL. It's a little up and down, a little bit up and down between a S5 and S6 right now.
Roger, the S5, S6. I am now running 5 watts. 5 watts. QSL, Steve?
Yes, sir. Didn't change. Still a 5.6. Now you're right above my noise with your 1 whiskey. Got you on the 1 whiskey. See if you can go lower. November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, 5% on the ICOM 705. Okay, 5% on the ICOM 705. And Kevin's out there. He's got his abacus out. He's trying to figure out what 5% is on the 705. And there's the answer. The light is on, Roger.
Roger. Hey, no, good to make it down all that way. I know I'm right at your noise, so I just turned it back up to 10 watts. But that's awesome. It's kind of my first semi-permanent
antennas I set up here at the house, just a quarter wave vertical with a elevated radial that I can kind of adjust, and the direction and the length for the different bands.
QSL was doing a great job, and you know, the last couple of days the propagation's been really good also, but tonight is really kind of it's actually really good tonight, but yesterday it was awesome. Did you experience the same thing?
I wasn't out the other day, but I know the last couple of weekends I've been wanting to check into the net to try this thing out and see how it does at QRP levels, but between the weather and then just the propagation the last couple of weeks, and then also my schedule, it just didn't work out. So glad to make it in at just 5%. Thank you guys so much for running the net, and thanks so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'll say 7-3 on 2MAK.
Roger, Roger. Hey, Mike, thanks for checking in, and enjoyed your video from up there at your trip up to Canada. That was great. So we'll say 7-3, and I appreciate you coming by. You guys check out his channel. It's November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, and that's Mike, and he's up there in New York. And I'm looking for Don over here. Let me see here. I had Don wrote down. Don, are you still out there? Mr. Izzo, are you still by the frequency?
This is Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Yankee Golf with 20 watts, W1FYG, over.
How you doing, Don? You're 5'5" down here, 55.
Roger, Roger. I was hearing Kevin pretty good there, not bad. I was hearing Kevin about anywhere from a 5'3" to a 5'5". And it's fun. It was fun seeing as you were swinging the beam all of a sudden. You know, you were a nice 5'5". You swung the beam about 20 over.
Yeah, and the band is really changing right now. I barely had a copy on Kevin. He'd be real strong, and then he'd fade out. You were 5'5" that last time. You want to drop her down?
Roger, this is 10 watts, W1FYG, Whiskey 1 Foxtrot, Yankee Golf in Connecticut, over.
Yep. Don, you are 5'5" to 5'6" on your 10 watts.
We're going to go right down to 1 watt here. 1 watt, Whiskey 1 Foxtrot, Yankee Golf, 1 watt, over.
Didn't really change a lot. You're about an S4 on the meter. Still good audio, Don.
All right, so this is going to be a 7300, and let me see what 0 is. I think 0 is like maybe about a half a watt. Stand by.
All right, standing by.
All right, see, Whiskey 1 Foxtrot, Yankee Golf. I think this is about a half a watt, over.
Yep, you're an S4. S4 with really good audio, Don.
All right, I see that disco ball golf again. I love it. All right, guys, having fun here. Having fun as always. W1FYG.
Hey, Don, thanks for coming by and checking in. And you guys check out Don out there, too. Ham Radio Clubhouse. And got a great YouTube channel. And you can learn a lot and you can laugh a lot. And sometimes there's a lot of laughing, too. So, Don, we enjoy the show. That's Whiskey 1, Fox Yankee Golf. And we'll break with Don, and we're going to look for further check-ins. I'm pointed towards the northeast right now. So anybody up there in the northeast, you want to get on the log, come with your call sign now.
November 1, Delta X-Ray Sierra.
All right, I had two of you in there. I had November 1, Delta X-Ray Sierra. And then I also had a Kilo Delta 9 Sierra Lima, I believe. The Kilo Delta 9, come back with your call sign one time. Okay, I'm missing the first letter of the suffix. Was that Juliet Sierra Lima? Yeah, I got a real weak copy on you. I need that first letter of your suffix. Is it Juliet? Try again. Kilo Delta 9. Try it again. Give me your suffix a couple of times. Okay. Kilo Delta 9 Zulu as in zebra, Sierra Lima. QSL? All right, stand by. Kilo Delta 9, stand by 1 minute. Let me pick up November 1, Delta X-Ray Sierra. I had a good copy on you. Come on in now.
Well, hello, Steve. How you doing this week? I hear you. I copy you. And I'm at 15 watts now. I guess I'll drop down to 5.
Well, you were 5.7 when you came in there, Brad. How much are you at now? Go on down to 5.
Okay, I'm at 5 right now. Do you copy?
Oh, yeah, I got a good copy on you. 5.5 here, 5.5 into South Carolina.
All right, I'm going to drop down to 1, I guess, right now then. Okay, I'm at 1 watt right now, 1 whiskey.
Yep, I got you on the meter about an S4 on your 1 watt, Roger.
Okay, I got my 7300, so I'm going to drop down to 0. Can you read me now? I'm at 0.
I still got a copy on you on 0%. And, of course, that fires up the disco out there in the cornfield, Roger.
All right, I'd like to see that light flashing.
Hey, Brad, bring your power back up.
Okay, I'm up 15 again now.
Yeah, you're 5.7 on your 15 watts, and we got you all the way down to 0%. Doing a great job, and you're over in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm in the western part of the state, almost as far west as you can be, and not be in New York. So, yeah, I'm at the opposite end of the state in Boston. Sometimes that's a good thing, you know? So.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, okay, well, I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming by and checking in, Brad. And we'll break with you. That's November 1, Delta X-Ray Sierra. Go back and check out the live stream, Brad. I think you'll enjoy that. And let me pick back up. Let me get this beam turned around a little bit back towards Wisconsin to Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Sierra Lima. Come on in.
Yeah, I'm here. You're fading in and out, 5.7, 5.8, but I'm getting you yet.
Let me get this flamethrower put on you. I'm pointed too far north, and that should be pretty close to you there. How copy now, Jeffrey?
Copy really, really good, really good.
And how much power are you running? Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Sierra Lima. Jeffrey, how much power are you running?
Right now, I got it kind of turned up, but I will turn her down.
All right, well, you're 5.5, S5 on the meter, Roger.
Roger, I'm turning her down,
Well, if you're transmitting, you're down in the weeds. I don't hear you. Okay, Jeff, look at your VFO. I think you bumped the VFO. We're on 303. Check your VFO, Roger. I think you're a little bit off frequency, 14.303. Check your VFO. Yeah, if you're there, Jeffrey, I'm not hearing you at all. Kevin, are you hearing Jeff over there?
No, he's in Wisconsin, so I definitely don't think I can hear him.
Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Sierra Lima. You want to turn your power up, Jeffrey, and come back?
Turn it up to 20%.
Okay, I barely got you on 20%. You're on the 7300? Yeah, I just got a weak copy on your right in the weeds on your 20%. What radio is that? Yeah, I don't even have a good copy on you. I can't understand what you're saying. Bring your power on up.
That's up 30%. How about if I switch antennas?
There you go. I got you on your 30%. Did you say that's a 7300?
Roger, roger.
Yeah, we must have some bad propagation between me and you, because I barely got a copy on you when you were down there, but 30% I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. If you're going to switch antennas, go ahead and do it now, because it's not getting any better. You're about an S3. S3. How much? Are you still at 30 watts?
Exactly. Yes, I am.
Yep. I don't think you're going to be able to go. You might be able to go to 20. That antenna sounds a little bit better than the first one you were on.
Yeah, thank you for coming back to me. That's cool. So, 73, and I'm going to listen to you guys on YouTube and talk to other people.
Roger, Roger. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for coming by and checking in. And, yeah, go back and listen to the live stream. You checked in right around the 1 hour mark. And you can go back and hear the difference between those two antennas here in South Carolina. So we'll break with Kilo Delta 9, Zulu, Sierra, Lima. And I'm going to take one more call, one more before I send it back out to the cornfield. And let me go, I'm going to go directly north up towards Ontario before I go south. This is KO4 GSM with the QRP single side band net. Come with your call sign, get on the log now.
Kilo Delta 9, Victor Alpha November.
Holy smokes, there he is, the banjo maestro himself. How's it going, Jim?
I'm doing good. Running 100 whiskeys right now. I'll give you a chance to swing that beam back a little bit towards the west there. QSL?
Oh yeah. Let me. I've got you programmed over here, and I've got a spot on my meter that I know exactly where I can light it up. I can light it up over there in East Peoria, Illinois. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Running 10 whiskeys right now.
Well, you're 5'7" right now, Jim.
Well, let me crank it down to 5 whiskeys. 5 whiskeys right there.
I got you 5 whiskey. You want to go lower?
Well, we'll go pretty low. 0%.
All right, you're at S3 on your 0%, Jim.
Roger, Roger. That's on the 7300. So, yeah, I made it into South Carolina. That's good news. I appreciate it, my friend. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs banjo picking.
Man, you know, my mom and dad, when I was coming up, used to take me to the Opry a lot. And I think many times I've heard the theme song or the advertisement that they would start the Opry with the Martha White Self-Rising Flower. Roger?
Roger, Roger that. And they did that particular tune on their Carnegie Hall concert, I believe it was.
Yeah, man, that was some awesome stuff back then. And hey, man, you did a fantastic job on that with not only the vocals but the music also. Man, I can't pick on you no more about banjo picking, but every once in a while I got to throw a joke in there to keep you jumping, Roger.
QSL, I understand that. Keep me on my toes, Steve.
Hey, Jim, thanks for coming by and checking in, and we'll say 7-3 to you, and I'm going to have to get up with you and get you my number. We need to talk sometime, so talk some music. Anyway, I'll catch you later, and that's Kilo Delta 9, Victor Alpha November. That's Jim over there in Illinois, and he was the fella picking the banjo on the intro to tonight's show. And with that, I'm going to send it back out to where banjos ring out there in the cornfield. K0 KLB. Back to you, Kevin.
QSL. Yeah, I'll reiterate that as well. Great job on the banjo intro, Jim. I know you can't hear me, but you can hear me on the live stream. That was awesome. When you first sent that to me, that was I had to play it 3 or 4 times, and then it was stuck in my head for the next 24 hours, and I couldn't get it out of my head. So I blamed you for that. So, all right, this is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. We're taking, if there's any more QRP stations out there, come with your call sign now.
Kilowatt Delta 4, Japan Radio X-ray.
Kilowatt Delta 4, Japan Radio X-ray. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. Name is Rick. I'm in southeast North Carolina. Running 20 watts.
All right, Rick, I got you 20 watts out of North Carolina. About my meter was kind of bouncing up and down. We got a little QRM from somewhere, but about an S3 to S4, over.
Yep, got you about 55, 5 and 5. And I'm running a R6000 vertical at the moment, and the 20 watts. I'm going to dial it back to 10, over.
Okay, yeah, you're 5.5 on that last transmission. Go ahead to 10, over.
All right, this is KD4JRX, 10 watts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 watts, over.
QSL, good easy copy between an S3 and an S4 on 10. Go to 5.
All right, stand by. Yeah, KD4JRX on 5 whiskeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over.
QSL, heard every word. About an S2, but I heard every word. Can you go lower than 5? QSL, give me another round on that 1 whiskey, over. Well, the problem is I'm getting some splatter over from a station real close to us, and they're just splattering all over us, probably maybe running a kilowatt or so. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. I was trying to filter it out, but I couldn't quite swing it over.
Okay, you want me to try 1 whiskey again?
Yeah, go ahead and try it again. Yeah, Rick, in the clear, I don't think I'd have any problem hearing that 1 whiskey, but that splatter's just kind of bouncing against you, over. Hey, that's clear right now. Give me the 1 watt again. Yeah, okay, easy copy. Heard that last round. I didn't have any QRM, so I heard it on the 1 watt.
What are you running on your end, Rick?
I'm running 50 whiskey, 50 watts on an inverted V, 45 feet high, over.
Okay. Hey, let me switch over to the inverted V. Hold on 1.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Roger. Heard every word. What's your power? How many watts?
I'm on 5 whiskey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, there. You're about an S3 SC. Now switch it back to the other one. That way you got a good comparison on the live stream. The Wyndham is stronger, about an S level. Roger, Roger. You bet. We're here every Sunday night. Be sure to subscribe to the live stream so that you can get notified. And then we don't know what frequency we're on until we start the live stream because we just kind of find an open slot. We usually end up QSYing a few times to get away from QRM, but you'll find us on the live stream and you'll be able to find our frequency there on Sunday nights. We start at 7 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. Over.
Yeah, okay. Hey, by the way, you faded all the way down. I copied everything you said on the wire, and when I went back to the vertical, you came up to 57. So conditions are changing over here. I'm just north of Wilmington, North Carolina, on the coast. Over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. You bet. I used to live in Cary there in Research Triangle Park, so I kind of know North Carolina a little bit. I love that state. Over.
Yep, I'm 20 miles due west of Topsail Island. Over.
QSL, nice area out there. Well, hey, Ricky, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll hear from you next Sunday. Over.
Yeah, sure enough. Thanks for hosting the QRP Net, you and Steve both, and y'all have a blessed evening. We'll be listening around. 84JRX, best of 73.
Roger. Thanks again for stopping by. KD4 Juliet Romeo X-Ray out of North Carolina. Made it to Iowa on 1 watt. And we'll say 7-3. And let's see if there's any other. Let's see. Did I have anybody else on my list? No. All right. This is Kilo Zero, Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP single sideband net. I'm still taking QRP stations. If there's any out there, come with your call sign now.
Kilo November 4, Quebec. Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Kilo Golf.
Zulu Kilo Golf standby. There was a Kilo November 4 Quebec, I believe. Come on in.
QSL.
Can you fill the call sign, please? I got the Quebec, but I didn't get anything beyond that. Kilo November 4 Quebec, Victor Mike. QSL? All right, that's Juan down in Florida. Good evening, Juan. How are you tonight?
Good, good. How are you guys, Joe? Just looking over on YouTube and happy to find you.
Very good. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. And how many watts and what's your antenna tonight? Over.
Running 10 watts on an end-fed antenna and a inverted elbow.
It's doing a great job. 10 watts, good signal. I missed it on my meter. I wasn't looking at it when you were. Give me another round, and I'll give you a signal report. Over.
Absolutely. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You bet. Easy copy 5353. S3 on my meter here. Can you drop her down to 5 watts? Over.
QSL.
QSL heard every word. Hey, Juan, I'd like to go up 1K. Can we go up to 304 and everybody on the live stream so we can just get away from that splatter that's just coming over on us? Can you go up 1K, Juan?
QSL.
I don't see anybody above us on the scope, so I think we'll be in the clear up there. Everybody, we're going to QSY to 14304. Okay, Juan, did you make the trip?
Yes, sir. How do you hear me now?
Yeah, that helped. Just get away from that splatter. They are pretty strong down there. So, and I didn't see anybody on my scope above us, so I think we're pretty clear here. All right, Juan, you were at 5 whiskey, Roger?
Roger, roger.
Okay, still in S3. S3, can you go lower than 5?
I am at 5 watts.
Is 5 watts as low as you can go, or can you go lower than that?
Right now I'm running a
SDX10. I'm not familiar with that one, so I don't know how low you can go on that radio. Is 5 watts the limit, as low as you can go?
I believe so.
Okay, well, hey, your 5 watts is making the trip. S3 easy copy on all your transmissions. Over. What antenna are you on? Did I ask you that? I don't remember.
Yes, it's an end-fed half-wave antenna, an inverted L.
That's right. You did say that. Inverted L, end-fed half-wave, inverted L. Okay, well, hey, it's doing a great job. Congratulations on 5 watts from Florida tonight. Over.
Thank you much.
QSL at 73 to your guide.
7-3. Be sure to slide the timeline back on the YouTube live stream so you can hear your audio. But great quality, heard every word, easy copy in Iowa. So thanks for stopping by, Juan. We'll be here next Sunday, so come again and we'll do it again. That was Kilo November 4, Quebec Victor Mary or Mike, Juan out of Florida. We'll say 7-3 and break with you. And there was a Zulu Kilo Golf Station. Come on in. Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Kilo Golf. Good evening, Ron out of Florida. How are you tonight?
Doing well, Kevin. QSB for me on this end. I can hear you all and say you're just in time for me to want to try to hit you. QSB, I can't hear you anymore, but other than that, things are going well. As usual, we always appreciate what you and Steve are doing for us here. It's great fun. I'm on about 7 watts right now, 7 watts.
Roger, Roger, Ron. 7 watts. A good copy. S3 on my meter on this end. You want to try and go lower and see if we can hear you?
Down to about 3
watts. I still heard every word on 3 whiskey. Go lower if you can. Okay, Ron, I could hear you there. I just couldn't make out anything you said. Just was not intelligible here on this end. Over. Still not able to pull it out. Still not able to pull out your audio. I can hear you. I just can't hear what you're saying.
All right. QSB is taking me up and taking me out.
Yep, QSL. Yeah, you're getting kind of lighter on my end, too. So I guess 3 watts is about the best we'll do there, Ron. Roger, Ron. Yep, the last transmission was pretty much all down in the mud. Like I said, I could hear you there. Just the conditions changed that quick on us out of Florida. So I was able to copy your 3 watts, but now it's kind of gotten worse. So we'll say 7-3, Ron. Thanks for stopping by. Great to hear from you out of Florida. That was Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Kilo Golf, and we'll say 7-3. And I'll take one more call before I hand it back to Steve. This is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP single sideband net. I'm still taking any QRP stations. If there's any out there, come with your call sign now. Okay, nothing heard, so I'll open it up to the general power, anywhere. Come with your call sign now. Nothing heard, so I'll hand it off to Steve. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike. It's all yours there, buddy.
Roger, Roger, Kevin. Well, we got a couple of people. There's Lisa down in Texas, and I don't know if she's hearing me or not. So I should be good to Texas right now, pointed towards Texas, and I'm looking for Kilo India 5 Whiskey Echo Papa. You out there, Lisa? Yeah, I got a real weak copy on you. A real weak copy. How much power are you running? Yep, I'm hearing you in there, but I can't make out what you're saying. Kevin, are you hearing Lisa out there?
I'll listen for her. Go ahead.
Try it again, Lisa, and let me see if I can hear you. Kilo India 5 Whiskey Echo Papa. Try it again, Lisa. in there, Kevin, but I can't pull out what she's saying.
She's right on the edge of my noise.
All right, I'll tell you what, Lisa, if you can hear me, let me move and pick up a couple other stations here, and I'll come back to you. Hopefully the band will change a little bit, so I'll come right back to you. And we'll break with Kilo India 5, Whiskey Echo Papa, and that's our friend Lisa way down there in San Marcos, Texas. And I'm going to swing this beam up here. Should be pretty close now to Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha Romeo. You out there, Chris? You got a copy?
Yeah, the Kilo Oscar Golf Sierra Mike, Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha Romeo. How copy, Steve?
Hey, you're 5-5, Chris.
Okay, you got your 5-9. You got a very directional beam, my friend. Just that swing from Texas to the northwest there made quite a difference. Not hearing Kevin at all tonight, 0, but we got you pretty good. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're 5-6. S6 to S7 right now. How much power?
Yeah, 5 watts. 5 watts. It's as low as I can go. 5 whiskey, Roger?
Man, you always do good on 5 watts. All the way from Shady Cove, Oregon. Roger?
Yeah, smoky, Shady Cove. A lot of fires around us, guys. A lot of fires, a lot of smoke. Nothing too close, but the air's pretty bad here, Roger.
Yeah, I'd have to show you a picture talking about smoke. I hope they get those fires put out. But yeah, you don't want to be smelling that smoke all the time, Roger.
Yeah, it makes for a real quick headache, and it's not good for you. So I was out today doing an activation, but I pretty much had enough of that smoke, so came home. Anyway, thanks, Steve, for giving me a shout. Sounding good here, and we'll be on the site here. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike, Whiskey Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha Romeo. See you later, buddy.
Hey, man, thanks for coming by, Chris. Always great to hear you on the radio and on the parks on the air. I know I can always get in over there in Oregon when you're on the radio. So we'll say 7-3. That's Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha Romeo, Chris over there in Oregon. And we're going to break with him and look for further check-ins before I go back to Texas. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Sierra Mike, looking for your check-in. Come now. Holy smoke, there was like 5 of you in there. But I got to get this gentleman because I heard him earlier. And that is Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie India Kilo. You got a copy on me, Joe?
Man, I got you coming in loud and clear right now. I can hear both of y'all good tonight. That's kind of odd for me.
Wow, you're smoking loud in here. How much power are you running?
Running 25 watts right now.
Well, you're 5'8" on your 25 watts, and I'm pointed at Iowa.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to be pointed anywhere else, and I can hear you.
Isn't that crazy? Every time, every week, if I swing the beam to where you are in Louisiana, you can't hardly hear me, but when I point it back to Iowa, you can hear me.
Yeah, well, let me run on down a little bit, and I'll see if you can still hear me.
All right, standing by.
All right, that's 10 watts right there.
5'7".
That's on 0 whiskey.
You're 5'5" on your 0 whiskey. Can you, like, loosen the coax or something to see if you can go lower than that?
Man, yeah, I'm going to have to disconnect them and see what we can do. I'm going to run on back up just a little bit.
Well, man, you're doing it. That's we got you down there for 500 milliwatts on the log there, Joe. Got an awesome signal tonight. The propagation's been pretty good.
Oh, yeah, it's sounding good. Well, y'all have a good rest of the night. I'm going to keep watching y'all. 73, have a good night.
Thanks, Joe, for coming by, and good to hear you every Sunday when we have the net. We've got those folks that come by and are constantly coming in and checking radios, and you're one of them. We appreciate you coming by. That's Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie India Kilo, my buddy Joe down there in Louisiana. And with that, I'm going to swing back over here to Texas and see if I can pick up Kilo India 5, Whiskey Echo Papa. Lisa, you got a copy on me now. Is it any better? Kilo India 5, Whiskey Echo Papa. Lisa out there in San Marcos, Texas. You got a copy?
I do. This is Kilo India 5, Whiskey Echo Papa. QSL?
I got you now, 5-5.
Thank you for the 5-5. I'm actually on 14.304. I can't hear you on 14.303. You want me to take the power down, Steve?
Yeah, you got to watch the live stream. Was you watching the live stream?
I am watching the live stream.
Well, you know, Kevin, when there's a little bit of QRM, he's liable to move, and when he moves, you got to move with him. He's a fast mover out there, Roger.
Roger,
Yeah, it helps when you're on the right frequency. It really does. Hey, go ahead and turn your power down. Where are you at right now, Lisa?
Right now, there's 15 watts. I'll take it down to 10 QSL.
Yep, be waiting, standing by, waiting on your 10 whiskey.
I'm at 10 whiskey, QSL.
Yep, QSL, you're an S4 on your 10 watts. Yep, you didn't change much. You're about an S4 on the meter. S4 on your 5 whiskey, Roger.
Roger, Roger. And just for the record, I'm at 14.304. I'm going to take it down to 2 watts. Here we go.
Okay, standing by. Yep, QSL, I got you 2 watts. You're right there on the edge of my noise, about an S3. S3 on the meter. All right, go for the 1 watt. QSL, I got your 1 watt. Got you 1 watt. You're right there in the weeds, and I got static crashes, but I can still hear you. Go ahead and see if you can take it down. Can you? Well, you can't. You're on a G90, aren't you? Hey, Lisa, bring your power back up. Bring your power back up. Lisa, if you can hear me, bring your power back up.
This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Echo Papa, 16 watts. Back to you, Steve.
Yep, I got you now. You faded out on me there. But, yeah, turn your power all the way up so I can finish it out with you.
I'm at 20 watts. This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Echo Papa, 20 watts. Steve, QSL.
Oh, QSL, you're 5-5 now on your 20 watts. Good to hear your voice, Lisa, and did a good job getting down there to 1. I think that's as low as that G90 will go, ain't it?
Yes, and you guys are the best elders, teaching me how to get it down to 1 watt and giving me confidence to do QRP. The screen on YouTube says y'all are at 14.303, but I can hear you clear as a bell into Texas at 14.304, so I don't know, Steve, but I really do appreciate y'all encouraging me to come visit y'all every week on the QRP Net, and God bless, and thank you so much, 73. This is Lisa Marie, Kilo India 5 Whiskey Echo Papa, San Marcos, Texas. Back to you, Steve.
Roger, Roger, Lisa. Thanks for coming by. It's always a lot of fun to connect with you over there in Texas. So, yeah, we're on 304. We had to move because we had a little bit of QRM, and Kevin, he's liable to move any second, so you have to stay on your toes with him. Hey, we'll say 7-3, and appreciate you coming by. And that's Lisa out there in San Marcos, Texas. Kilo India 5, Whiskey Echo Papa. And with that, I'm going to send it back out to the cornfield and let Kevin pick up some more stations. And this is KO4 GSM.
Back to you, Kevin.
QSL. And Lisa, I could hear you on your 5 watts, but below that I couldn't pull her out. And I did not hear Chris. I know Chris in Oregon said he couldn't hear me, and I couldn't hear him either. So good job, Lisa, on your 5 watts to Iowa anyway, and 1 watt to South Carolina. This is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. We'll continue check-ins. I cleared out all the QRP, so we're taking general check-ins, any power, anywhere. Come with your call sign now. Okay, I think that was KB out there, but there was so much interference that came in with him. Try that last station that tried calling in. Come with your call sign again.
I must apologize. I didn't have my microphone up. Good evening to you, Kevin and Steve. Man, just oversaturation of power from both of you gentlemen. Good evening to you. This is Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo.
Good evening, KB. How are you tonight out of Texas? Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. You're blasting into Iowa tonight. Good audio, good signal. Are you running 1 whiskey over?
Oh, man. You must looking at my radio, man. Let me look over here. 5 milliwatts there, Roger.
Yeah, I believe that. 5 milliwatts. What are you really running over?
Man, 500 watts. 500 watts out of this ICOM 7300. My stuff won't go below that, man. I've tried it. So what I have concluded is that I am running a QRP radio. 23 watts there, Roger.
Roger, well, I got you down for 500,000 milliwatts. 500,000 milliwatts. So is that right over?
Man, that's close enough. Listen, we can write that down. That's close enough there, Roger.
Well, hey, you want to try lower your power? I want to see how low you can go out of Texas. Let's challenge that radio and antenna down there. Over.
Man, I don't think it'll go any lower there, Roger.
Well, come on, because we gotta play a replay of this to all your friends out there that don't think you can play QRP. Over.
Oh my goodness. Hey man, listen, I told Steve, man, I'm not a QRP type of guy, man. I am. So there you go, right there, 0 watts out of the ICOM 7300.
I heard every word on your 0% out of the ICOM 7300, which is a half a watt there. Over.
Listen, edit this part of it, man, and don't let nobody hear this there, Roger.
Well, we're not recording it or anything like that, so you'll probably never see it again. Over.
Oh boy, listen, man, you should be an attorney.
Well, your half a watt is really sounding good. Good audio, good signal into Iowa there. Over.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Well, to get in here and play with you guys, I saw you on my my YouTube live. So I was like, man, let me dive over there. There goes some people I know, my friends, man, out of the cornfield, and Steven over there running an absurd amount of power there, Roger.
Yeah, he's always running excessive amount of power, right? I hear when he checks into your live streams down there, he's checking in at 5 watts or whatever, and you're hearing him and you're pulling him out. Over.
Oh man, listen, I had to put an attenuator on this thing when Steve checked in here, man. He always say 5 watts, but 5 watts times about 80 dB gain is a nice number there, Roger.
You betcha. Well, that's the goal of us QRPers. You know, we run 5 watts out of the radio, but we make our antennas so we got some gain out of them. That's how we like to do things and make it work for us. And Steve, are you hearing KB out there? Do you got a copy on him on the radio?
Yeah, I had to turn the radio down. He's about to blow my speakers out.
Why don't you go work him?
Hey, KB, you got a copy on me?
Oh, man, listen, I can't help but to have a cop on you, and you over there doing just absurd amounts of power.
Well, I'm just running 100. Now, I want you to see, right now, there's 20, and there is what I normally call you on. There's 5 whiskey. How copy there, KB?
Man, S9. a solid S9, man. But I tell you, it's not the same if you over there running a 20-element beam there, Roger.
Yeah, it's only 7L. It's only a tri-bander. And that's what it is. It's all gain, my friend. You don't have to have a big fancy radio. I bet you I could go down here to the Dollar General and buy a radio and probably talk to you on this antenna, Roger.
Oh, man, I'm sure you can. I am definitely sure you can. And I'm going to call back in to you guys next year when I get through co-facing these two 10 elements. So I should be 20 elements, so that should give me at least 80 dB of gain, and I'll call you guys back, QRP.
Well, you need to look on the live stream. I don't know if you're looking now, but you're 25/9 here into South Carolina.
Oh, man, you're still doing a good job over here as well. I got you 5 and 7. A great job you're doing over here. Well, listen, I'll back out of you guys' way, man, and tinker on down the frequency and see who's out here, man. You guys doing a great job, man, and I like you guys' whole setup, man. So kudos to you, man. You guys have a great rest of the night, and let me say 73s to you, and thank you for allowing me to get in on this show. This is Kilo 5 kilowatts in bourbon, saying 73.
73 there, Kerry. Hey, man, thanks for coming by, and I'll send it back out to Kevin. Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. Back to you, buddy.
QSL. Great to hear from you, Kerry. Thanks again for stopping by. Always great to hear from you. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel and live streams, Kilowatts and Bourbon on YouTube. He does some live streams in the evenings and does a great show, a lot of good entertainment and fun and laughs down there. So be sure to check him out. I can't remember what. I think he changes his nights in the evening. What nights are you on there, KB?
Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Central.
Are you still giving away bottles of bourbon over?
Man, like I'm brewing them myself.
There you go, everybody. There you go. Get on the live stream and win yourself a bottle of bourbon. Thanks, KB. Great to hear from you. We'll say 7-3. Have a great night.
7-3, guys. Thank you all once more.
And this is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo, Kevin in Iowa, and we'll break with KB there in Texas, and we'll take further check-ins. Any power, anywhere. Coming to call sign now.
November 4, Whiskey Lima Charlie.
November 4, Whiskey Lima Charlie. Bill, good evening. Come on in.
Good evening, Kevin and everybody. I couldn't get in with QRP, so I'm having to run 50 watts, 50% right now. How do you copy?
Between an S4 and an S5. Good audio, good signal. 5.5 signal, over.
Yeah, Roger. I've got you about an S5 as well, and I got noise right up there with you. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to try to go any lower, but I'm glad I was able to at least get in. 73 to all. This is N4WLC back to net.
QSL, Bill, thanks for stopping by, and great to hear from you again. Maybe next week conditions will be a little better for us. That was November 4, Whiskey Lima Charlie. Bill out in Virginia, we'll break with him, say 7-3, and we'll continue taking check-ins for the QRP Net, any power, anywhere. Coming to call sign now.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Romeo Mike.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Romeo Mike. Alan in Texas. Come on in, Alan. How are you tonight?
Hey, Kevin, doing good. I was dialing around. I heard Steve there down in South Carolina. Although my watt meter says it's about 3.5, so between 3.5 and 5, Roger.
Roger. I got your 5 watts. A little bit of QSB when you started out, but you're coming up about an S3 towards the end of that last transmission, and I think Steve's hearing you out in South Carolina, too.
Roger. I switched antennas. Is this antenna a little bit better? It's a little bit better inverted V.
Yeah, actually, Steve gives me the thumbs up on this antenna, and you did get a little better quality audio on this end here, too, as well.
Roger. Yeah, and you're lower for me on this particular one, so I got a little better signal-to-noise ratio on the other one. But very good. Well, hey, I got you 5, like between 5.5 or 5.9. Little QSB, but you sounded great, Kevin. Good to hear you, and thanks for taking my call and getting me on the log. And I like to play QRP once in a while. Over.
Roger, Roger. Well, your QRP sounding great. 5 watts out of Texas. Heard every word. Still a good solid 5.3 on the whole transmission there. Thanks for stopping by. Great to hear from you, Alan. And we'll say 7.3 over.
All right, 7.3 is Kevin. 7.3 is Steve. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to dial around a little more and see what I can find. Have a good one. Happy Sunday.
Roger, Roger. And that was Whiskey 5 Alpha Romeo Mike, Alan down in Texas. He's one of the co-controllers of the YL system during the evenings coming out of Texas there. I think it's the around 9 o'clock Central Time on 40 meters. He helps with net control on that. So always a fun time to check propagation and see if they can hear you. QRP. I always try to call them with as low power as I can and make them work. I make them work for it. So thanks, Alan, for all you do out there on the YL system and helping everybody with ham radio as well. That was Whiskey 5 ARM. We'll break with you, say 7.3, and this is Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP single sideband net. We'll continue taking check-ins, any power, anywhere. Come with your call sign now. Kilo Charlie 8 Oscar Papa Victor. QSL? QSL, James, QSL. Boy, I copied you. You kind of, QSB got you towards the end of the transmission. Didn't quite copy your power or antenna. Come again with it, over.
Yeah, QSL. I've got just running 5 watts. 5 watts into a dipole, a fan dipole. It's about 30 feet up.
Great. That was good copy on that last transmission. Heard every word. Good copy. S3. Can you go lower than 5 watts, James? QSL, I heard you say 2 watts, but you're just right along the edge of my noise. Give me another round of audio on the 2 watts. Let's see if we can hear a little better on this round, over. QSL, copied almost every word on that last transmission. You came up. Go to 1 watt while we're on the peak. Go to 1 watt and see if we can hear it. We got it, heard it. While we're there, go to 0. I lost you, James. I lost you. Give me another round of audio. Let's see if the band will swing back up for you. One more round of audio. You bet. I copied it on that last go-around there. Good job, James, on your half a watt on the 7300. Bring your power back up, and we'll close it out there. Over.
QSL, that's 10 watts. 10 watts. Appreciate you taking that, and actually appreciate you hunting me a few days ago. I was out at a park. Let's see, it was Labor Day. You hunted me, so I got you in the log, and you helped me reach a kilo at the park. How was that, over?
That's right. I remember that. You bet. I recognize that OPV, and so great job on your half a watt. We just had to wait for the right condition at the right time to catch you on the peak of propagation there on your half a watt. So, but we heard every word. Be sure to go back and listen to it on the live stream there, James. Over.
Really appreciate you guys doing this net every Sunday night, and I know I only check in occasionally, but it's a lot of fun for sure. So this is, I'll say good night. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Oscar Papa Victor 73.
7.3, James. And with that, you brought on the disco light in the disco ham shack here in Iowa, getting down to low 1 watt with half a watt. Thanks again. Good to hear from you. Kilo Charlie 8, Oscar Papa Victor. That's James in Virginia. And we'll break with you and say 7-3, Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. I'll take one more call before I hand it back to Steve. And we're going to start wrapping things up here real shortly. K0KLB, we're taking general check-ins, any power, anywhere. Come with your call sign now. Oh, there was a real light station in there. Maybe started with a whiskey. Come again? Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Bravo, QSL? Roger, Roger, Daniel. QRP in Florida. What's your power? What's your power and antenna? Over. Okay, copied that. 5 watts inverted V off-centered dipole. And your 5 watts, I heard every word on that last transmission. You want to try and go lower? Did you say you can only go to 5 watts? Is as low as you can go? Okay, go ahead and go down if you can. I heard you say, Roger, you're just right in my noise. I can't quite pull it out. If you try around 3 watts. Let's half that 5 to 3 and see if I can hear you. Roger, Roger. I'm hearing you. Get most of what you're saying. A little bit of QRM and our QSB taking you out there, but I definitely got you on the 5 watts. Anything lower, that's kind of iffy there. Over. All right, QSL. I copied every word on that last transmission that you're losing me in the QSB. But I got you down, Daniel, for 5 watts out of Florida, QRP. Nice job considering conditions, and I got a little bit of QRM interference to some splatters. So thanks, Daniel, for stopping by. That was Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Bravo. If you can still hear me, make sure you check yourself out on the live stream. You checked in around the hour 46 minute mark. We'll break with Daniel in Florida, and we'll say 7-3, and I'm going to hand it off to Steve to kind of make a last call round here, and we'll hand it off K0 KLB to Q. Oh, my gosh, what am I thinking about? Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Sierra. Mike, take it away before I screw anything else up.
That is awesome, man. I always look forward to those little bloopers that you do out there. Anyway, I heard a station out there that I haven't heard in a while, and that's Mike out there in Utah. Kilo 0, Yankee Oscar. Kilo 0, Yankee Oscar. You got a copy out there on me, Mike? Mike, if I'm not hearing you real good, I know it sounds like you're in there, but I got some QRM. Try it one more time. Over. Yep, I heard you say Utah, but I got a copy on you. Let me look. Are you watching the live stream? Okay. Well, we're just going to have to try to make it work here. How much power are you running right now, Mike? 10 watts, 10 whiskey, QSL, 10 whiskey. You are 5-5 here into South Carolina when you're on top of the wave, Roger. And now I've completely lost you again. When you're on top, you were 5-5, Mike. Hey, Mike, thanks for coming by. I think I heard you say 7-3. We're going to put you down for 10 whiskey. And, man, that's doing an awesome job considering the conditions from Utah to South Carolina. So we'll break with Kilo Zero, Yankee Oscar, Mike out in Utah, getting on the log here with 10 whiskey. And we'll look for further check-ins, any power, anywhere. We're going to wrap it up here. And come with your call sign now.
Alpha Charlie Zero, Alpha Zero, X-Ray Quebec Hotel.
Okay, I got an Alpha Charlie Zero standby, and I believe that might have been Gary. Is that November Zero X-Ray Quebec Hotel?
That is correct, Steve. Watch, over.
Hey, how you doing, Gary?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Well, we've had a rough one out here, but that's all behind us now, and just been looking forward to sitting down and relaxing and playing some radio, Roger.
Yeah, I understand that, over.
How much power are you running, Gary?
I am running 10 watts, over.
Well, you got a great signal, almost 5.7 here. You want to turn her down?
Well, here's 5%, 5 watts, over.
Yep, you're 5.5 on your 5 watts. I got your 0%. You're an S4, and of course that brings on all the disco music, Roger.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know if I need the coax, maybe I'm a little bit lower, but I don't know. Try it again.
Yeah, you're doing a great job on your 0%. Yeah, bring your power back up there, Gary, so we can finish her out.
Okay, I got her back up to 10 here, Steve, over.
Yeah, you're 5.7 to 5.8 on your 10 watts. Hey, man, good to hear you on the radio. Everything going good with you?
Well, yeah, so far, I guess, yeah. Not as good as it could be, but, you know, you got to go with the flow, over.
Well, you got to look at it the way I look at it. Tomorrow is going to be a better day, Roger.
There you go. That's an excellent way to put it. Over.
Yes, sir. Hey, Gary, thanks for coming by. As always, good to hear you on the radio. And we'll break with you. There was another station in there. We're going to break with Gary out there in Nebraska as November Zero X-Ray Quebec Hotel. And we got him in here on 500 milliwatts. And there was another station out there that was checking in. It was Alpha Charlie Zero. Alpha Charlie Zero, come now.
Hello, this is Alpha Charlie Zero, Alpha Foxtrot. Alpha Charlie Zero, Alpha Foxtrot. Dave in Minnesota.
Hey, Dave, you got a good signal tonight. How much power are you running?
All right, well, Steve, yeah, running 3 watts here. Doing this, since the sun went down.
I got to get this beam pointed at you, and let me see. I'm a little bit off right there. That should be right on you there, David. How copy?
Yeah, nice strong 10 over signal up here in the northern Minnesota. I'm running 3 watts. I'll turn it down here. Turn it down. Going down 2 watts, 2 watts, and 1 watt, 1 watt. I'll go all the way down, low power. How copy, Steve?
We got somebody moved in on us, and you're still 5.5. Were you all the way at 0? Where were you at?
Yeah, it's 0. The ICOM 703 here goes all the way down below 1 watt. So I'll have to get a meter on it sometime and see exactly how low it is.
Well, you said that's an ICOM 703? Hey, bring your power back up, David. Bring your power back up.
Okay, yes, back up to 3 watts here, 3 watts. And, yeah, the ICOM 703, I picked it up quite a few years ago. I'm having a lot of fun with QRP. Just running my vertical dipole out in the trees here today.
Man, you're 5.7. You're 5.7 on your 3 watts. And somebody just made a comment over there that in the chat room is 0 power on a 703 a half a watt. I don't know. Kevin is the guy with the abacus out there. He has to do all the calculating, so I'll let him figure that out. We're going to call it 500 watts for right now, 500 milliwatts. 500 milliwatts, half a watt. Roger?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah, it's fun to crank down the power to see how good signal still can be. You're still nice and strong. A lot of QSB earlier, but now you're staying up there. Also hearing a lot of signals from the east. Pretty good here this evening. We'll keep it. I'll say 7-3. Thanks to you and Kevin, and we'll turn it back to you.
Roger, Roger, David. Awesome signal. Your 3 watts sounded like you were sitting right here beside me. So doing a great job. That radio and antenna is working. And we'll break with you. Say 7-3. Have a great week. Alpha Charlie 0, Alpha Foxtrot. And we're going to break with him and look for one more check-in before I close it out here and send it back to Kevin. Give me one more call sign here for the QRP single sideband net. Come now. Check-ins for the QRP single sideband net. Come now. Was that Alpha Echo 7 Delta X-ray?
Jeff, southeast Idaho and 5 watts. Over.
All right, Jeff. Let me make sure that I've got this beam pointed at you. Alpha Echo 7 Delta X-ray. Is that a QSL?
QSL. You're 5757 southeast Idaho.
Man, I always have trouble getting into Idaho, but you got a good signal here tonight. How much power are you running?
5 watts. 5 watts tonight.
I'm pointed up to Minnesota. Let me get on you there. That should be pretty close to you right there, Jeff. How copy? Well, your 5 watts is doing a good job. Give me a little more audio and let me look at the meter. Yep, you're about an S4. About an S4 on the meter on your 5 watts. Is that as low as you can go, Jeff? Yep, and you just faded on me. Say that again.
3 watts right now. 3 watts, baby.
Yeah, I got you 3 watts. Check your VFO. Did you bump your VFO? Alpha Echo 7 Delta X-ray. You still got a copy?
Saw you guys on YouTube and ran down to see what you did. And you're all okay, over.
Roger, Roger. Yep, you faded there and then you came back on that last transmission. Jeff, go back and check the live stream about the hour and 57-minute mark. And we got you down on the log for 3 whiskey all the way from Idaho. I'll say 7-3. Have a great week. That's Alpha Echo 7 Delta X-ray. And with that, my time is up. I'm going to send it back out to the Disco Cornfield K0 KLB. Back to you, Kevin.
QSL. Hey, your signal's sounding pretty good out here yet. I lost you there a while ago, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes ago. We kind of started getting a little signals were degrading, and then all of a sudden now they're coming back. So it's that time of night for a refresh and good propagation on 20 meters. So, all right, this is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. I'm going to take one last call. Any power, anywhere. Come with your call sign now. Last call for the QRP single sideband net. This is Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. Last call, standing by. Okay, nothing heard. This is K0KLB for the QRP single sideband net. We're going to go ahead and close her out. We had a total of 35 in the log tonight with some awesome half a watt, 1 watts, and below good 5 watt stations as well. And boy, everybody, gosh, what did we end up having below a watt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, almost 20 half a watt or below 1 watt stations out there tonight. So great propagation, great job, everybody. Your antennas, I know a lot of you guys work on your antennas during the week and practice with them and try different things and see what works, and then you call in and try to make a good QRP contact with us, and you do a great job out there. I know November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo, he's good for that. He's got a great YouTube channel with a lot of QRP antennas out there that he tries. So good job, everybody. We enjoyed hearing from everybody. It's always a lot of fun. As a reminder, we do have a Facebook group called QRP SSB, and if you'd like to join the group, you can do a search for QRP SSB. Click the join button, answer one of the questions, or actually I think there's 2 questions, and we'll get you approved. And let's see, anything else? I think that's all I have. I'd like to thank Steve out there, Kilo Oscar 4 Golf, Sierra Mike out in the secure compound of South Carolina for all his help tonight as net control. And with that, we're going to go ahead and kick the outro, and we'll say 7-3, everybody. We're going to release this frequency to normal amateur radio operations, and have a good ham radio weekend ahead. 7-3.
Happy radio to you until we meet again. Lightning storms be few. Keep your coax dry till then. We hope for open bands and fun adventures. QRP is so much fun when we're together. Happy radio to you till we meet again. Be sure to mark next Sunday on your calendar. Hang out with friends and have some fun together. Happy radio